I fear they drafted this kid strictly for the memes. And people were pushing back being like, Roger McQueen is fucking awesome. And obviously they drafted him at 10 because it was great value, best player on the board. All of that might be true. I still think they may have drafted this kid strictly for the memes.
We'll begin with some leftover draft thoughts, mainly that Roger McQueen is the face of the NHL, and that's the no Marner, no problem, because it's looking more and more like Marner is going to Vegas no matter what. We thought that maybe the Ducks would get him. They don't need him.
They're busy.
Yes, they're doing something.
They're really busy. They're just hammering these Roger McQueen, Lightning McQueen memes.
If you don't know who Roger McQueen is, he was the tall guy I was afraid the Bruins were going to draft because he is tall. And there's questions about his back. He's just like a big, tall guy. I thought that was going to be his thing. I don't know ball. I don't know recent Disney movies. And Cars, I believe, is not recent. That's like 10 years ago.
That's way longer.
Maybe even longer.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I honestly don't know. They've had a couple more since, but yeah, it's a quite old movie.
Anyway, the Ducks, and make sure you listen to our post-draft episode because
2006.
that was... Whoa. 19?
When was Roger McQueen born?
After Cars.
Oh, after Cars came out.
Yeah.
Roger McQueen, 17, 18 years
yeah, he was
old.
born the year that Cars came out.
Oh, okay. So
That's
he's
crazy.
He's a little older. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know about any of this shit. I knew that Cars existed. I knew that Lightning McQueen existed because of that famous Stephen A. Smith show.
The Piston Cup.
Where he's talking about piston cups. And he's like, you didn't think I knew that, did you? You didn't think I knew that, did you? I didn't know that all this was going to go on. And if you listen to our post-draft show, you heard us discuss that the Ducks took this kid 10th overall, immediately shoved his tall ass into a helicopter and sent him to Disneyland. Ridiculous behavior. And then on, I think, Sunday, tweeted, you asked, you got it. Roger McQueen is going to wear number 95. This is all unique for so many reasons. One of which is you don't know what number the 10th overall pick is going to wear.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, I tweeted over the weekend, I was like, I fear they drafted this kid strictly for the memes. And people were pushing back being like, Roger McQueen is fucking awesome. And obviously they drafted him at 10 because it was great value, best player on the board. All of that might be true. I still think they may have drafted this kid strictly for the memes because they throw him on a helicopter, they bring him to Disneyland, which, were they going to do that with anybody they picked? I have my questions. It's not going to hit as hard if you send James Hagens.
I was just about to say, Caleb Desnoyers is not getting on that helicopter.
Yeah, imagine if it was
to go to Carsland and take a picture with Lightning McQueen. It's not going to hit as hard as Roger McQueen doing it.
Radim Murtka, the previous pick, is not getting on that.
European, Eastern European, being like, I guess I'm going to this fucking theme park now.
Yeah.
All right.
I can think of a couple. Really, I think it's just like Roger McQueen and Keyshawn Aitchison, who are the two you stick on there.
But it's like, what other player in this draft do you already know their jersey number? Like that their team has announced their jersey number.
Yes.
I could be wrong. I don't think I've seen another jersey announcement. Just Roger McQueen wearing 95, which, by the way, as far as I've seen in my investigative work, he has never worn before. So I have questions about, like, first of all, it's fucking awesome that he's wearing 95. Let's get that out of the way.
Jersey. That's a great number. That's a great jersey.
And it's great for the references. Sean was like, I would buy that if I'm going to Disneyland because, like, what'd you say? You were like, it's a Ducks jersey going to Disneyland. There's the Disney tie-in. The McQueen 95 is an incredible tie-in. And if you're a Puck fan and you're just going to Disneyland, the best jersey you could possibly wear.
I will say this. I don't know if Disney's making phone calls. They got to have a purple and purple and teal jersey, like as an alternate. Because if they had like the classic Mighty Duck jersey colors with the Disney reference, that's like an all-time jersey.
I think I have more faith in them making a Cars themed jersey at this point than a Mighty Ducks themed jersey. Yeah, I mean, it's the McQueen thing. I love it. But I also do, like, I fear for the kid a little bit. Where, like, did they pressure him into wearing 95? He's never done it before in his life. And then they're like, come on, it'd be so sick.
Let's clarify, by the way. 95 is
Lightning McQueen's
car number.
Yeah.
Okay? I think they did. You asked that before the show, and Sean was kind of taking a few different avenues. I'm the outsider here. I don't know anything about cars. I know that they are having a lot more fun with this than anybody has ever had with a draft pick. Like the Sharks took the Simon Wang kid, highest drafted Chinese player in NHL history. amazing. They're just kind of moving on with their lives. They're like, all right, now we have our players. Let's kind of keep going here. The Ducks are on a never-ending, and I'm not saying bad, but like press tour with we drafted the tall kid whose last name is McQueen. I'm just upset that so many things are being done with Roger McQueen, and none of it's really about that he's the tall kid.
He's not the only tall kid, though.
Or that none of it's really about him being Roger McQueen. All of it is about him having the same last name as an animated car. Like that is
I will
what
say
the whole follow up to his the best moment of his life, being drafted into the NHL, has been made about him having the same last name as a fake car.
I will say that he wore 13 in junior, and Robbie Fabry wears 13, so we would have had to find a new number on the Ducks regardless. I think I am leaving the door open that he is just a cool kid who likes memes. And they sent him to Disney World because it's the Ducks, and then he was like, taking pictures with a car. This would be cool. This would be funny. I'm sure someone suggested it. They're like, oh, you should wear 95. And he's like, that'd be funny.
Right.
I'm gonna do that.
If he's happy, I'm happy. And this is all good behavior.
He's gonna be
all
happy when those fucking checks come in.
That's what I was gonna say too. He's gonna get a cut of jersey sales, and wearing 95 is good for business,
Disney.
baby.
They're
Very
sell
good
them
for business.
in Disney. That would rock.
Someone in the chat asks, what's better, Cars the movie, Cars the band, or Cars the song? I don't know if I know a song that is Cars. Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. That one's okay.
You got a fast car, Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman. Thank you for not saying Luke Combs. Seems like a nice guy. I'm partial to the Cars, the band, but I famously have not seen Cars the movie, and people clearly like it.
I love
What's
that movie.
better, Cars the band or Matchbox 20?
Matchbox 20 rocks.
Oh, that's Who are the best? All right, this is the show. What are the best Cars themed bands? The Cars are probably number one for me. What's better?
Well, what about the Beatles? It's spelled differently.
Yeah, I don't hate that though. It's named after the car. What are songs that are called? Who sings the song Cars? There's Here in My Car. There's Sports Car, Tate McRae heads.
REO Speedwagon.
REO Speedwagon is a good one. I'm still going the Cars number one. Who's gonna drive you home tonight?
I guess it's not. Now I'm just thinking of car-related songs.
Yeah, like Little
Life
Red
is a
Corvette,
Highway.
Little Deuce Coupe. There are a lot of good car songs.
Shout out Cars. They revived Rascal Flatts' career.
Oh God.
Yo, yeah, because that
Speaking
cover
of Cars,
Life is a Highway.
yeah. Do you know that's a cover?
I think I knew that at one point. You saying that sounds familiar, but I don't know if I thought of it.
It's crazy how many people my age do not know that song is a cover. Originally by, I don't even know who it's originally by.
Tom Cochran?
Tom Cochran. Very good, Pete. From his second studio album, Mad Mad World's gonna do it for What Chaos. Make sure you are subscribed everywhere. No, this is fucking good.
This is the off-season stuff.
Did you see the Google Dolls interaction with Radim Merca, by the way?
Yeah?
Yes.
It was very awkward.
It was so awkward.
Someone asked him afterwards. They were like, "What'd you think about the Google Dolls?" And he's like, "I didn't know who they were."
Zero chance. I would have bet my life.
Why
that
would
person-
he have? It's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Mr. Cum does not concern himself with the Goo Goo Dolls.
Some 60-year-old man with purple hair shaking his hand. He's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
I do. We haven't discussed the Mr. Cum thing very well. We did a little bit on the post-draft show. The best thing to come out of the draft might be all the graphics that are just being made with the largest font possible that just say Mr. Cum.
So good. We need to. Have we contacted that guy or that person, whoever runs that Hockey Forever account? We need the Hockey Forever account. This is free pub for this person, and now they're not going to do it.
They deserve it, though.
We need Hockey Forever to be our Instagram arm. We need them to just make those things.
Come join us.
For us. Because it's exactly the kind of, it's how we would want social media stuff to look, where it's very good presenting, and then you see what it says, and you're like, what the fuck did that person do?
We all silly like the mayor.